You speak fluent Spanish?
I speak pretty crappy good Spanish. It's never been a problem for me. My mom and sister are both fluent. I'm half Mexican, so it's like we speak Spanish, but my Spanish is shit. Like just straight trash.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But, I get by.
Yeah.
Like, and I am fluent enough.
To get through.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Sick.
How is the clientele in Mexico compared to California?
Oh, the best.
Really?
Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, we tattoo tourists. So it's like Canadian tourists who are there. They just spent a week in paradise and they're like, oh, I want to get a beer tattooed on my leg. They're the best. They're all excited and pumped and yeah, it's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. They're not like, oh, I've been waiting 6 months for this. It's like, no, I want this beer bottle.
What's tattoo pricing in Mexico like?
Cheaper. It's about, they're also Canadians.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're super
it's Canadian
cheap.
dollars too.
Yeah. So we're doing it's mostly, our town is like maybe 75% Canadian, Vancouver, Toronto.
Wow.
What's Quebec. So yeah, it's about about 50% of what a tattoo would cost in California.
What part of Mexico are you in?
It's about 45 minutes from Puerto Vallarta.
Okay.
And about 3 hours from Guadalajara. So it's just like 30, it's called Sayulita.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. It's cool. If you ever want to learn how to surf, that's the spot.
That's the spot.
Yeah.
Dang, that sounds awesome. I've always wanted to learn how to surf. I
You
grew up
look
on an
like you
island.
should, dude.
I grew
Come
up on
on.
an island, but I didn't learn how to surf. Did boogie boarding when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but never got full.
I got to reveal this. I'm actually a bodyboarder. So I'm always, it's crazy. I can surf too. I just choose to bodyboard. I grew up by waves that were more bodyboarding waves in California, and that's what you do.
What's the difference?
They're usually heavier. It's a hard thing to explain, but it's it'll break more on shore.
Okay.
So it's you could get barreled faster and easier, and it's harder for stand-up dudes to stand up in. So there's classic waves the Wedge in Newport that it gets 20 foot. And it's
Those things are so scary.
That place
breaking in this much water. And so, you just
that place is gnarly.
Yeah.
Because it starts off the skimboarders will usually try to get that little tiny shore break that connects into what becomes that behemoth wave at the wedge.
It's like a side wave and it pops off and these skimboarders hop in and then the bodyboarders are fighting and then it's fucking crazy.
They're always at war.
Yep.
And when that sucker closes in on you, it's just tons of water just slamming on
It's
top.
crazy.
The wedge just
you break your neck, you break your back. Yeah. And everyone, I'm always they're like, I'm a surfer. And they always I'm a bodyboarder. So they think I'm jump into the wave all goofy. No, it's cool. Yeah.
Are a lot of the clients that you're tattooing coming out of your shop and going right into the water?
No. Typically not. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It for sure happens.
Right.
They're going to a pool or, they're getting hammered or whatever. But we usually get them the last day. They come into town where our shop is where they rent surfboards or they buy cocaine and they go get a tattoo and they talk to us and then we tell them, wait till the last day, usually.
It's an all one shot.
It's
Surfboards, tattoos, and cocaine.
Yeah, 100%. It's right in front of my shop. It's super fun.
I know there's people out there, their ears just went.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you want to be a young person having fun? Come to my town. I don't have fun, but other people do. I watch it,
Man, okay, so going to move to another city sounds scary to me. Even now as a tattooer, it just sounds oh man, I feel it's starting all over again.
Yeah.
But going to a whole new country sounds even more scary. And, me and Gabe were having dinner today and we're talking about his experience because he just was in Italy tattooing and all that stuff. And it's whenever you go to a vacation town.
Yeah.
You're oh man, this is amazing vacation town, right? But the reality of being in those towns usually is not the same thing because you're oh, this is where you live now. And life is going to move differently.
Yeah.
How was it for you changing from being at San Diego to now going to a small town? It's a smaller town. And
it's completely different.
Yeah.
Tattoo wise, it was actually, super enjoyable. It went from being booked out. I was never booked out super far in advance in San Diego, maybe 3 weeks or you have this scattered month and you're okay, I kind of know what I'm going to do, to being I have no clue. Like whatever comes in that door, I'm tattooing. And I was like, oh, this is the best. It was like a dream come true. Like it made me kind of fall in love with like tattooing a little bit more. Cause I was like, oh yeah, I could do whatever I want and whatever they want. And everyone's so excited. So that's really, if you spend a week in a place and you're getting a tattoo to remember it, it's like, that's a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it was rad. Living there was kind of like, when I first moved there, we were like, I don't know what I'm going to do at all. I was just like, I'm leaving. I'm tired of it. I was tired of like the, like working to live type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to get out of here. And we found, we knew Mexico could be the place. I saved up some money and we were just like, I'm going to dick off for pretty much a year. And then, I found a shop and then I went back to it. But I was flying in and out constantly back to LA and tattooing there instead.
Rad, dude.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we found, the town and we were like, okay, we'll live here.
This is where we're going to live.
Yeah, most of the time.
No, that's a great way to do it, dude.
Yeah. Our town gets boring. That's the problem.
It gets boring?
Yeah. I mean, our town is like, I've been walking around New York for the first time. So I'm like 2 square blocks, I think is like our town.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Like maybe 4, something in that range. But it takes me about 15 minutes to get from the, it takes me about 10 minutes to get from the front to the end. So
walking or driving?
Walking.
What?
On a motorcycle, it takes me, on my motorcycle, it takes me about 2 minutes.
Dang, that's wild.
It's super cool.
What's the population there?
5? No, I have no clue. It fluctuates so much. So it's like,
I was hoping you were going to be like, there's, and you start counting all the people.
Well,
I can name everybody.
I could probably, like the town is super small and like the amount of gringos that live there is probably really, really narrow. It's maybe like 25 that live there or, and the Canadians, it's probably about another 40, 50 that are there year round.
Huh.
And then the Mexicans, it varies. And then there's a ton of Argentinians. So it's just like all of us.
Oh, Argentinians.
Argentines. Yeah. My whole shop is Argentinian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We have 4 people and 3 of them.
They're there looking
Argentine.
because for work?
Yeah. Because Argentina's got such a bad economy or has had such a bad economy that they end up going to places where they can make more money. And if they don't make it to the States or if they don't, they end up in Mexico. So there's a lot. Mexico City, Cancun, they call Cancun Little Argentina. And And
I had no idea, dude. I'm learning so much about Mexico right now.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, and like, it's funny because they're like kind of cool. Like Argentines are like fucking,
They're cool.
They're cool. Like they have cool tattoos. They like look cool, but they're like Hispanic looking.
Yeah.
So they kind of like, all the white girls go down and they're like, oh, look at these handsome Mexicans. And it's like, that's an Argentinian, dude. Like, you got it wrong. Yeah, but it's fun. I love them all. They're super cool.
Fucking rad. So the way that I came across you was actually through your YouTube content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
that's how people know you.
That's the only way.
That's how people know you.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did that come about?
So when I moved, I've always loved YouTube. I've always like the Vice documentaries, like any, like the Occult Vibrations, like all these old YouTube channels that used to have like old tattoo stuff. I just fell in love with it. And like for me, I've been tattooing almost 12 years. Like that's when that stuff was like starting to be on YouTube. And I was like, oh, like I'd obsess. I'd watch those things. I'd paint flash. I'd watch those things. I'd get hammered, watch those things and paint. And like, it was just part of learning how to tattoo. And so when I moved down there, I was like, I'm going to commit to YouTube. I'm also going to commit to tattooing and do them both at the same time. But I knew that eventually I would want to take over and like just do tattoo YouTube content and kind of like at least branch off into that world. Cause I think that there's, there's not a lot. Everyone wants to be a tattooer, which is great. It's amazing, but there's not a lot of people focusing on the other aspects of it.
True. Absolutely. And I think it's how much work it goes into it. It's something that a lot of people kind of don't really get to see. So like how much work does it take you to do one of your videos that we normally see?
So one of my videos, if it's like a 30-minute video, it took me about 32 minutes. And then we chop that down if I sound clunky or if I'm kind of like making mistakes. like if I'm just kind of like sticking off or whatever. And my editor goes through and she cuts it up, chops it, and it takes her probably about an hour and 15 minutes. So the whole total process is about 2 hours.
That's fast.
Damn, that is fast.
Yeah. Well, like I know this is kind of like in the weeds, insider baseball, but like I'm looking at your guys' studio and I'm like, well, we don't got that. We have one camera and I fucking put the SD card in, I take it out, I put it into my computer, I put it on another SD card, I give it to her, she gives me the SD card, and I'm done. Like and then I do all the uploading, and I taught her how to edit the way I wanted her to edit. Like I went through and I learned all those stuff. I'm guessing you're the guy who likes to do some editing stuff. You're the camera guy.
Yeah.
You're yeah. So like I did the same thing. I like learned how to do that, and I taught her how to do it the way I wanted it, and that was it.
Rad.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's the actual filming and editing. What about like preparing, finding the content to actually create?
That's it.
This is off the whim?
Yep. I like don't really usually like now I get hundreds of DMs a week of videos and ideas, and they just send me shit and I go, okay, cool. This is weird. This is interesting. My brain starts like going off. I'm like, okay, cool. Save that one, save this one, save that one. And then I could just find something.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I don't do any, I mean, I do a lot of thinking about tattooing. I just don't want to like write things down. Just go for it.
That's cool. It's just like whatever is on the top of your mind right now, you spit it out, and it's like
and usually
more authentic that way.
It's more authentic, and it's I mean, but it's like we obsess over this. You know, we obsess over tattooing, and you just think about it. And for me, I've kind of gone from like how good can I be at tattooing to like what do I think about tattooing, and then so I obsess over that instead of other stuff. And so when someone shows me something that I think is weird or dumb or goofy, I could just be like, I know where that's at, and I just say the thing.
Yeah.
You know, but
cranking that R&B.
I know. They're like, I was like, pause.
So loud.
Hold on. I'm like, I hear him.
Steadfast Tattoo Supply, owned and operated by professional working tattoo artist Frankie Porcelli, demanding top-performing materials, from the highest quality pigments and medical supplies to tailor-made needles and cartridges with true line weights. Steadfast also specializes in custom machines built from scratch in-house and offers professional or group machine building seminars. Steadfast does everything to keep you and your clients covered. Steadfast, supplies that work as hard as you do.
Do you edit?
I do.
Yeah.
But I cut my editing time down. It used to take me for an hour-long episode.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like 10 hours of edit.
Son.
Then I got an AI tool that cuts it down to about an hour.
What was 10 hours of that?
Because it's 4 cameras. So uploading everything,
the setup,
syncing everything, and then having to manually switch between which cameras shot onto whoever's speaking.
Gotcha.
Much better.
So it would take. It sounds like okay, it's an hour-long episode. Just as you're playing through it, just switch the cameras.
Yeah.
It's never perfect. So I feel like if John would start talking, I would hit a button to get the camera on him, but then maybe I hit it like a split second too late.
Gotcha.
So I got to rewind it a little bit. Or sometimes I would click the wrong button, and while he's talking, the camera's on me. So I got to go back. And so it just exponentially makes it so much longer than it needed to be.
I did a podcast with Wayne Fredrickson. I don't know if you guys know, he's an old YouTube guy too. And his setup was like beautiful monitor, beautiful like computer, fucking 5 cameras, and he would just like go back and forth and talk to me like just like this.
As
and
he's
be, like,
doing it, just
switching over the camera. I was like blown away.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Our system does that too. But again, it's like you got to be on it when you're in the conversation.
Yeah,
it's hard to also be doing that.
It was crazy.
You get lost in it.
Yeah. I was lost looking at him, talking to him, and thinking about
he's
it.
Like, damn, he's doing this at the same time.
It was
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
But
if it's
like
one person, like one other person, it's probably not that bad. But when you got a group of people, it gets confusing.
No,
for sure.
Yeah. And then camera 4 for him. Camera 2 for him. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So you need a producer that's just doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got to pay him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's a thing too for like us is like, I pay a percentage of what we make from YouTube to, but it's like, if I wanted to do that in America, I couldn't afford an editor. Right. It cost me like what, $4 or $5 grand.
Without getting into too much detail, is the YouTube revenue good?
The YouTube revenue can be really good.
Because I've seen you have like a couple of videos with like multi-million views.
We definitely, like for our shorts videos, we probably have something in the like 10 million views on YouTube range, I would imagine. Our longer form, like our 30-minute videos, we probably have something close to like 500,000 views. So like 30-minute video with 500,000 views. And it definitely pays well, but it's hard to pay well, have an editor, do it, 60 minutes a week.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot of stuff going into it. So it's like right now we're in this process of like, it's just another side business where we're like, okay, how much can we do? How much can we put out? Like all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And like, how much can I put on her when she's getting paid this much versus, and it's only maybe, I don't want to speak for her, but probably about 5 hours of work. And she's definitely like stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like super stoked. Like doesn't have another job. She just edits and living in Mexico, and she probably makes more than anybody else there. So
that's
awesome.
wild. Living on the beach 5 hours a week.
Yeah.
Sounds like pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. She's stoked. I'm stoked too, because I just want to get more views so that I can pay her more and so that we can do more like tattoo stuff. I would love to go visit like different shops, get tattooed and take a camera crew with me. But at this point, it's like that costs a month's worth of.
That's a production.
Yeah.
And like, you'll see, like I have a lot of empty space. I've been planning this since, I don't know, 8 years that I was make YouTube tattoo stuff. I didn't get tattooed because I wanted to do that on camera.
Right.
No,
So
cool.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think that'll be a cool.
I have my legs are done up, but like the important cool stuff, I'm like, I want it.
That's open. You get to document it and do.
Yeah, just do that type of stuff more.
Brad.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think you're gonna have to? Since most of the content you're making now, you're kind of going off the whim. Is that something you feel like you're gonna have to like fully, or just kind of go for it?
If I have a script, I'm gonna screw it
I
up.
feel like it's gonna get screwed up.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not what people want.
Yeah.
It's not what I want. It's like, this is my most natural place. I'm comfortable here.
Yeah.
If I have to do a script, I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Dude. What are you going to get from me? Like this stiff, like loser dude. I don't know.
So I feel all the time.
That's life, I guess. I think we're all just loser dudes.
No, that's cool, man. Well, since we all like to talk about shit on YouTube, I think we're gonna do that right now.
All right.
So actually, I was on Instagram the other day and I was looking at a post that was made by Inked magazine, and it caught my eye because it talked about this shop had a bunch of customers get charged from the shop when they hadn't gotten those tattoos. And what happened at the shop, and the shop is called Certified Customs and is out in Denver, Colorado. And the shop, apparently their like payment company got hacked, and that's why all those people got all their information like hacked, and some people were charging to their accounts or whatever. I think it was within that same roll of scrolling, I get a thing from Alex Coulter,
Who's going to be here in a couple of weeks.
who's going to be here. He's also like a tattoo content creator.
I love that guy.
And he mentioned this guy who is Certified Nando, who is the owner of that other shop.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yes, this is why it all ties together.
Is that the guy who's like, you could make $30,000 a week tattooing? That's that guy, dude. What a jabroni, bro.
Oh, I love that you said that word.
What a jabroni, dude. That guy's a knucklehead. Every time I do those calculations in my head, I'm like, that is so full of shit. I don't know. I don't fully understand the story, but I do like that it's involving him.
So that day on on Alex says that he's blocked from this guy's page because he's the guy that makes those videos. Exactly what you're talking about. So I'm like, when I worked at Sacred Tattoo over 10 years ago, I met Nando. He used to do guest spots there. He was a very nice guy. I got to meet him there, whatever.
Totally.
Hung out. And, but I haven't seen him for many, many, many years.
I'm sure he's still a nice guy.
I go to his page.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm blocked.
Really?
I am blocked. And then I go to the podcast page. Podcast is blocked.
I like him.
And we're blocked.
I like it, dude. I'm so into it, dude. Like, just like let people know, dude. I'm so into it.
Yo, you're not seeing my shit. So then I have another page.
Yeah.
That is
secret.
Just for my secret.
Is it your modeling page?
No, it's my motorcycle.
I liked your modeling page. I used to watch, that's when I found you, dude. I was like, yeah, dude, that's my boy.
Yeah, that's great. So I went from my motorcycle page, but I should check my model page. I'm probably there too. But I went and I could see his page. Yeah. So I was like, how weird, because usually when you get blocked, you get blocked from everything. Yeah. But I could see his page from that. And that's when I saw the content that you're referring to.
Yeah.
And the content that it is, if you guys don't know about it, I think the best thing to do is just play you one.
Play it, dude.
Just freaking play one of them.
Do you know it? Do you know this?
I just discovered it today.
Okay.
I was like, what? What are you guys talking about? I was like, no way.
This is the one that you're talking about. Oh, man.
Hey, in the next 30 days as a tattoo artist, here's exactly what I would do. Step one, I would go straight to Facebook and I would join a bunch of groups where people are talking about tattoos. I'd engage daily. I'd share my work and I'd start messaging people directly to get them booked. Step two, I'd immediately run the free proof method. That's where you find a popular person in your city and offer them a free tattoo in exchange for an intro and for shouting you out to their entire network. But here's the most important part. Every person that I tattoo, I would ask them if they knew anyone else that was interested in getting the tattoo, because I know for a fact that this would land me a handful of other clients that understand. I'm hosting a free webinar this Thursday. I'm going to be breaking down more methods to hit those 30K months. Comment the word
30K months, my guy. 30K months. And then my personal favorite one is this one.
Tattoo apprenticeships are a fucking scam. No one wants to say.
Oh, that's a motorcycle, man.
Oh,
did he crash?
That was pretty good.
Apprenticeships are a fucking scam. No one wants to say it, but it's modern day slavery. They sell you this big old dream that you're earning your stripes and you're learning what it takes to.
I love the AI content.
Yeah. But if you do even just a little research, you'll start to see that it's all bullshit. You're mopping floors, running errands, getting screamed at like a child.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do tattoos. You're not allowed to post your work. You're not even allowed to take a fucking day off. If you're a mentor and you're doing things like this, I got zero respect for you.
Oh,
what's great about that one is, so that's the video that Alex posted.
Yes.
And Alex was saying that all he did was ask this guy, well, what's the alternative? And he just was like, what do you mean? And Alex is like, well, if you're saying that apprenticeships are a scam, what else should people do? And this guy's just like, block.
Block.
That was it. That was his response. Block.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how many views did that have?
Not that many.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, not
like
that many.
He's like that. The second one's like this pandery crap to get people who are getting involved in tattooing to get involved in tattooing. And then like the first one is like, okay, I'm going to take them home with this free course, which great. It's free now. And then eventually it's not, like 30K months, dude, never going to happen for the average tattooer. Maybe here in New York. I don't know for sure. Still seems very unlikely. And then especially like you go to anywhere else, 30K months,
30K months, I would say, man, like if we look at tattooing, dude, I'd say that like, just like in the world, the top 1% of tattooers are making that.
Yeah. That's $1,000 a day every single day for 30 days straight. How much draw? I mean, dude, it's fucking insane. Every time I hear numbers like that, you just do the calculations and you're like, that does not fucking happen. Like, especially for regular tattooers.
Yeah. It happens.
Of course. But like, who are we talking about?
We're talking about Deanna James. We're talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The top.
But she owns a shop. He's saying tattooers. He's not saying anything about owning shops or doing any of those things. Those are completely different things.
I'm not throwing shade at Deanna either. But
No. I have in the past. Sorry. The thing is, when I talk shit, I think they're all probably pretty great people.
Yeah.
I still just disagree with probably everything they say. He's talking about tattooers.
Yeah.
Tattooers is different than tattoo owners. And we all know that that's a different scenario. So like, 30K months, possible. It's very possible. But the average guy, come on, what the fuck are we talking about?
The average tattoo.
I still think even her, not as an owner, just by herself, she's making that.
Sure. Yeah. And then there's definitely those people.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
a few-
Like even
yeah,
if you
there's-
just take out the shop, she's definitely top 1%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's tattooers that, like are probably charging, they're even working, like you said, if you're making like $1,000 a day, there's tattooers that are probably charging like $3,000,
Yeah.
for that day.
Yeah.
And they can do that maybe
For sure.
2 weeks
And then
out of the month.
And then like what time period are we talking about? Like 2021? Okay. These
Right.
things are for sure. 2022, 2023, sure. Today,
This economy,
I don't know. I don't know. I've been
man.
to shops around the States. I don't think I've been to good shops around the States. I don't see it. And also, I'm a traditional guy. So usually the places I go to, traditional guys, they don't usually make as much as like black and gray guys or, those different types of tattoos.
Yeah. Realism.
So, and we're also in New York. So it's a different thing here too. But
So, Gabe, fill me in on this one, and you can too.
Yeah.
The traditional guys, they're usually charging by the piece, correct?
Yeah.
They're usually doing bangers that are a couple of hours, right?
Exactly.
yeah.
How often are they doing like bigger pieces, like a full chest or big back that they could get away with like $1,000 a day or $1,500 a day?
Not the majority.
They're not, right?
but there are some traditional tatters that are like like people that are getting collections, they're like, oh, I want to
Yeah.
collect that tattoo from those guys. I feel like there's chargers that are charging $1,000 for a tattoo.
Yeah.
But it's like, they'll knock 3 of those out in a day.
3
I
$1,000
don't think
tattoos
so.
in a day?
I don't think it's traditional that's happening.
You don't think like a Chad Coplinger is banging out like $1,000 big tattoo on somebody?
I don't think so.
Is he?
I mean,
relevant?
maybe.
I haven't heard his name in so long. Is he relevant anymore?
Oh, dude.
Yes.
He's my hero.
Chad Coplinger.
I mean, he's great. I just haven't heard his name. in a
I
long
know,
time.
I know. But I just mean like, if we're not saying his name, I'm going to fucking cry. Like there's some dudes like, but no, I don't think so.
No?
I mean, do you think so?
I don't think so.
Do you think it's happening 3 times a day? It's definitely not happening 3 times a day.
No, not 3 times.
Yeah. No.
There's got to be traditional guys who are charging like $250 an hour, $300 an hour, though.
Maybe this guy from Italy. I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Samuel Brigante.
Oh,
Samuel Brigante, incredible
Sure.
tattooer. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many
Listen,
good
there's like-
Because
tattoos,
everybody
but it's like,
seeks him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, dude. If you see this episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think 300 an hour is crazy and traditional at all.
No, I don't
like
think
that's
so.
pretty.
Right. So you bang out a piece in 2 or 3 hours. You just
Yeah.
got
I-
$900 for the day.
Yeah, for sure. But then you got to do it.
You got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it. And like that's the thing. Like when I'm traveling, that's not crazy. But if you sit my ass somewhere, that's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Like come on. Maybe here in New York, again, this is a different
market.
I'm not from here, so this is like when I talk about it, I'm kind of like I'm saying I'm backing off a little bit from how much I understand about, especially financially out here. But I am from California, and that shit ain't happening in California. Like 3 bangers a day, $800 would be crazy. For most
Because they don't
tattoos.
want to spend the money, or because they don't want those types of tattoos?
You mean the clients?
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't want to spend the money on a traditional tattoo at $800, and it was a banger like that. Yeah, that's just probably on the higher end for most tattooers.
Okay.
And again, like, I think, being here in New York, I'm like, I go here and I'm like, oh, that's a cool dude. Like, that's a cool dude. Like just seeing all these cool shops. And then I'm like, that only happens here. Like it's such a, you go anywhere else in the world and there's going to be a handful of dudes that are potentially doing high numbers in the 30K range, right? But like they're 1 in a million.
I think that is the mirage the big cities create to people that live in them. Like, like you're in a big city, you're in a main city.
Yeah.
Like you think that that's what's happening like everywhere. And it's really not. It varies so much. Like
It really
as far as
does.
pricing or how busy people are. And I think
Or
one
even how
thing-
good they are.
Or even
I
how good
remember
they are.
When I came to work into the city, so many people were like, oh man, you're going to be tattooing with the best tattooers in the world. You're going to New York City. And I thought that way too. And then I started looking at other artists here. Yeah, there's phenomenal tattooers in New York City, but there's also a ton of shitty tattooers out here. Like being in the city doesn't automatically make you great.
No, for sure. But it gives you more great. So it changes your, like, you know, obviously I've been walking around Brooklyn, just like checking out different shops, like looking at their front windows and stuff, because I was tattooing all day. So I would go before they'd open. And I was like, oh, there's definitely crap ass tattooers in there. Or, you know, like,
that's
like
funny.
maybe not crap ass, but just like there's different tiers here, you know, that we're talking about. And here there's a lot of A-list people. And then there's a lot of the D and C list, you know, those are my people, you know, those are me, dude. So like, I come, but then, you go anywhere else and it's like, nah, dude, what are we, 30K months? That's not even like, it's adorable to say like, we could say there's tattooers who do it. It doesn't matter. Like it's not the guy who's listening at home. I guarantee you that the person listening to this who's a tattooer is not making 30K months. You know why? Because he's making 30K months. You think he's listening to a podcast, bro? Get out of here.
Yeah, come on.
Man. Let's be real.
For
like
real,
these, you know, especially coming to New York, I met a lot of like super cool fans of the channel, and it's like a lot of young tattooers, and they're like coming up in the game, and it's 30K is not. Come on, dude.
You know what it is though, that when people tell you something like, I'll show you how to make 30K a month tattooing, and I'm like, you're probably going to show me how to make 30K a month telling people how to make 30K a month.
Yeah.
And even then, you're 29K away from 30K, dude. Come on. Like, no. Like, you got to tattoo David Beckham and keep tattooing him until the wheels fall off, and you know, there we go.
That's a good point. You can make 30K a month, maybe once, maybe twice, but you're not going to be doing that every single month for the rest of your career.
For your rest of your career, that's wild.
And like, you know, even if you're playing in the big leagues and you're making 30K months, it's like, for how long?
For how long?
For, you know, like that's crazy. You're going to fall off just like everyone else does. And especially in tattooing, it's like, you got 3 years of that. And then maybe you got like 3 years of really, or you got 10 other great years, and then you need to do something else or whatever. But it's just, I whenever it's numbers like that, I just go like, oh my God, shut up, folder. Like half the country of tatters is like barely scraping by, and you know that crap is going to sell to him, and you know whatever garbage he's selling is coming. You know, that's why he's doing it. He's trying to pander to these kids who like want to be tattooers, who want to be sitting here and like talking to you guys, and like, dude, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's where the money's coming from. Selling the
Well, he also owns like 10 shops or something like that.
It says on the things, owns 6 shops, made millions.
Made millions.
Made millions, bro.
That's crazy, dude. I mean,
because Gabe asked, does he tattoo anymore? I was like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
He made millions.
He made millions.
He made millions, bro.
Yeah.
I don't trust any numbers ever on the internet. That's the one thing I've learned from all this. Yeah. It's like, and then growing a YouTube channel, like we were talking earlier, I'm like, the numbers are not like fucking crazy. So like influencer people you see that are balling out, it's like they're spending every last dollar to look like they're balling out.
To maintain that.
So I just like go like, tattooers, same shit. Half of these dudes ain't, bro. If he's got that in the bank, good for him.
And talking about that, I saw another post that was really interesting, and is by my homie Stefano, which we definitely got to get on the freaking podcast.
Yeah,
that's well overdue.
So busy.
Come on.
But Stefano made a really good post, and it's all in Spanish. So if you didn't see it, or if you did see it, but you didn't know what it says because it's all in Spanish, it's about, you know, Stefano's a man who's done tattoo conventions all over the world for many, many years. And he said on this post that it's become more common for him to see of artists posting that they're looking for canvases for a convention. And basically what they're doing is looking for someone that wants to get like a huge tattoo that they will do for free to just like, you know, do what they normally do. Like back home, like let's say you're going to another country, you know, and you know they're gonna just try to get a free tattoo so they can just bust out. And then his perspective is that, you know, doesn't that do kind of like a disservice to your normal clients that are paying you
Absolutely.
like full price to get tattooed by you?
Yeah.
But then, you know, you're going to a convention and then doing a tattoo for free for the sake of the exhibition of your stuff.
What's the end goal? Are they trying to win tattoo of the day? Or are they just trying to get clientele and variety?
I'm assuming that that's the point. I mean, I'm assuming that that's the only motivation for them, you know, to like try to either like do like something that's get trophies, maybe get trophies or show off.
Yeah.
Those trophies are really worth the back piece. That's crazy.
Right?
That's wild.
They go in the trash after, dude.
Man, I played that game and I tried to win as many trophies as I could back in the day. And then it got to a point I was like, what am I doing? Like, who cares about
Who cares?
No one cares about these. And then it actually got to the point where people were making fun of anybody who was showing off their trophies and had award-winning artists written in their bio.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is
Bro,
silly, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that it's cool. I would still enter in for a tattoo of the day, or if I have a really cool piece, I would enter it, but I wouldn't like go out of my way, risk making whatever money I can just to put a piece in a contest. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't get conventions at all. I don't get any of it. Like all that type of stuff. I'm like, oh, I've never seen anyone win an award.
I feel like I get why conventions used to happen, but then like anything, once it starts getting, you know, NASCAR'd out, you know,
Yeah.
then it kind of starts losing its like initial.
But then they
sauce.
have to NASCAR out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, like it's this balancing act of like, we have to make money or why are we doing this thing?
Yeah.
And if we're not making money, then like then we have to, why do it at all? So they have to sell out and then they end up sucking.
Conventions were cool until Instagram became super popular.
yeah, that's so
yeah.
facts, bro.
I went to like a couple back in like, you know, because I think I've been tattooing less than all of you. So I went to a handful and I was like, oh, these are fucking cool. Like I saw Chad Coplinger, I saw Greg Christian, I saw like, you know, all these different cool dudes and you're like, oh, rad. And then the next one I went to, I was like, fuck these. Dude.
This
Like,
shit.
this sucks, dude. Like the next, it felt like during my like apprenticeship almost. So like within a couple of years, I was like, oh no, these suck. And then the moment I had to work one, I was like, oh, shoot me, dude. No, not in a million years.
The environment is not the best.
It's not the vibe. Like there's like this beauty of like that is told and you're like, oh, these conventions and like you hang out with your homies and you go get beers afterwards. And anytime I've ever gone, I'm like, oh, that's this guy's staring at me across the alley, dude. Like, what's up? Are we gonna go get in a fight or what?
Oh man.
One of the best lines that I ever heard from Richard Smith one time, I was asking him, like, oh, are you going to this convention? I forgot which one it was. He was like, nah, dude, I'm not doing that. And I go, but why? You can make so much money. He's like, dude, I make so much money here at the shop. Like,
Why would I go?
like, oh, yeah, you're right.
I make money right here. Why would I go there, dude? That totally makes sense.
Yeah, traveling sucks. Traveling like to do it. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. And then you're like, oh man, I don't want to go home, dude. Yeah. I've been here for 3 days. I tattooed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Out of where?
Out of damn dude, Memorial, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah. Killer shop. Midwestville. I met so many people today. I'm trying to like think of all their names and like all the sick tatters I met over there, and they were amazing. But yeah, like I was tattooing the whole time and I'm like, oh, I miss my dogs. Get me back to my dogs and the beach, dude. I'm like, oh, New York's beautiful, but for 3 days.
Get me back to this beach.
me back
Don't go
to
to our
the
beaches. They suck.
I know. New Jersey's got some waves though.
I've heard.
Yeah,
got some good beaches.
That I want to see someday, but I'm not going to like go sit and wait
Out of your
for 'em.
way.
No.
Yeah, no.
I was telling these guys I was at the beach on Long Island over there on Monday, actually.
Yeah.
And the waves were gnarly for over here.
Yeah.
They were scary.
For sure.
So
That's how Mexico gets like, where I live, it's like real quiet and calm, but you go 5 minutes down the beach and everyone's going to die.
What?
every single one, anyone who goes swimming there would die unless they're like, you know, a surfer.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. I was in Puerto Escondido. It's like called Mexican Pipeline. And I was surfing there and like a bodyboarder drowned. And he was like a professional from Brazil. and it just hit his head and fucking died.
Dang.
Just washed his body up and it's classic Mexico shit. Some guy took a picture and put it on the newspaper.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wild, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we found them, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't hard. Just washed up.
Dang, dude.
But yeah.
We get bodies that wash up here too, but not from surfing.
No.
So do you need like a whole like resident thing to be?
Yeah. So I'm actually, I look white as fuck, but I'm actually half Mexican. I'm actually in the process of getting my citizenship through my family.
Okay.
Yeah. My grandfather's from Monterrey. And
Okay,
so,
rad.
Huh.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy. I'm a white guy. My dad's white. So. Yeah.
No, that's tight. Because I was like, man, they're like, do you come back every 3 months? Like
I would have to come back if I was a tourist every 6 months, but then there's like different types of residency, a permanent, and yeah, so you just figure it all out.
cool.
Most people don't do it though. You
Yeah.
know, like no one ever stays there. Like everyone wants to. Everyone goes on vacation and they're like, I could see my life here. And 6 weeks later, they're like, get me out of here. I need a road that doesn't have like a dead dog on it.
Oh, man. That's so brutal.
Oh man, I can picture it.
Yeah. I saw it, dude. I was driving and I saw a little puppy get murked, just hit by a car, and I like pulled over and the kids were crying and I like looked at it and I like knew as soon as I touched it, it was gonna die. And like, I'll take it to the hospital, don't worry. Picked it up and just last breath, dude. It was tragic.
You should have been like, he's fine. He's just sleeping. I'm going to take him to the
I
hospital.
told him, I was like, dog's gonna be fine. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Exactly.
Dad, why are you leaving him on the side of the road?
Yeah, what did you do with it?
I gave him to the hospital.
Oh, you did?
like,
Okay.
yeah. I was actually, I kind of did the nice thing. You know?
Should have mailed it to Cruella DeVille.
Yeah, dude. It broke my heart. My apprentice, like, his name's Pepe, and he's like always acts like a super tough guy. And I needed his help to kind of like talk about the cremation of the dog, you know, like especially with in the hospital, you know, I couldn't quite translate all that. Mm-hmm. He's like, dude, I don't care. It's just a dead dog. And it's like this beautiful little puppy, you know, and he walks by the truck of the car, looks over, sees the dead dog with like a bunch of blood, and he just, dude, don't tough guy me, dude. Yeah. But tattooing's cool too. You know?
Tats are sick, man.
Yeah.
What are your favorite kind of tattoos to do?
I mean, traditional.
Just trad?
Yeah. I mean, I like doing Japanese when I can, but it's not really like I've never lived in a place where Japanese was super common. You know, San Diego, there's guys who are killers. And they stay the killers. Yeah. That's like the rest of it, you know, especially with fine line. That's like 90% of California now. So yeah, but mostly traditional, traddy shit.
Man, fine line just took over the game.
Yeah.
The real fine line, though.
The real fine line.
Right?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, there's like fine line garbage.
Yeah.
Which is like super soft, super light.
Yeah, but that was what California was.
And that's what you're talking about. That took over the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about like more like
the cool shit.
Yeah, cool shit, fine line. Yeah, like guns, babes with like clown masks.
The biker type fine line, and then the Chicano fine line. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Dude, I love that's the Ben Grillo stuff. It's just I worked with that shit.
Yeah,
I worked with Ben for a long time.
That's what I meant.
That's awesome, dude.
I would watch him do tattoos, and I'd be like,
incredible,
bro. I don't even want to.
Incredible.
Yeah, I worked with him for like 6 years.
I remember when I saw his work. Freaking 12 years ago, and I was already, it was mind blowing then.
Yeah.
It was just like, what?
And just the chillest dude ever.
Cool.
Yeah, I love that guy. Skimboarder. We were talking about skimboarding. He's a skimmer.
Oh fuck, man, I'm a skimmer too.
Yeah, he's a skimmer.
Rad, dude.
I know he was fucking cool.
Yeah, he's super cool. He's the best. Yeah,
that's what I mean by like real fine line. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
He does these like cartoon fine line things where they're like oh my god, dude, I like trip out every time. It's
insane how smooth that stuff is,
dude. Yeah, and I just watch him and it seems like it's just like he just farts it out like nothing, dude. Yeah, bro, stressful.
Dude, question. This is straight up YouTube question.
Yeah, hit me.
What makes a good thumbnail?
Yeah, not yours.
Thank you.
Bro, you guys suck at your thumbnails. Like, every single fucking time I see your thumbnails, like,
You're like, I hate this one.
yeah, dude. What is it? What's your guys' rate on it? Like, how much do you guys see that stuff? Do you guys look
Like the
through
click-through rate?
Yeah.
It's like anywhere between 6 and 10%.
That's because okay. You need to put your face on a thumbnail because he's the most recognizable, I would imagine, right? And he's the guy who does the intro. So like when you go to YouTube, if you're like a viewer, right? Like I need to see something that tells me I'm going to watch you guys. And right now I see those like, AI
subject matters things,
Yeah, but like who fucking reads anything?
Yeah.
Like why am I unless it says crazy fucking tattoo face guy, it's not worth putting on the thing. I think one of you guys said was like, why conventions suck? And it's like, dude, yeah, it's boring. It's boring. You got to like actually, and that's like one of those things that like, if you don't study those, they're not going to get the views that they deserve.
Yeah.
That's the frustrating part. If you don't study the thumbnails, if you don't study the titles, no one's going to watch it. And like all of it's, at least on YouTube, right? And that's the most discoverable place. That's why you put stuff on YouTube, is so that it's discoverable, like Google or anything like that.
Yeah.
If you put a boring ass thumbnail, no one watches it and no one finds it.
Then how does that transfer? Because that's YouTube content. How do you make short form content? Because your short form content does really well.
My short form on YouTube used to do extremely well. And that was because we were kind of like, YouTube would push it really well for whatever reason. And then I guess my short, I don't even post on like Instagram very often. I go through these spurts of like, I'll post 5 right now and then I won't think about it for a few months. But when it comes to shorts, it's like, say something worth saying. Like that's whenever I watch, and I watch a lot of content. So I get like kind of wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
But like most tattooers don't say anything. They'll be like, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but this blah, blah, conventions aren't good anymore. And it's like, that is the most boring, dumb thing. Why do you say it? Like, what the fuck's the point in saying it? Just be like, I fucking hate conventions, and then go from there.
Say it with your chest.
You could like see behind their eyes, they're like, I'm worried about everything that I say. And it's like, that just bored I'm bored.
Yeah.
And like, I think a lot of people, you got to remember who you're creating for. It's like these people. It's not like your friends. Who cares? Bored fucking friends.
Well, I think that's what something we've said time and time and again. The most tattooers create content with tattooers in mind.
Every one of them does.
Like what's my, what are the other tattooers going to think of when they see this?
And that was what opened up a lane for us. Like, right. Like we went from 0 subscribers to 100,000 almost. We're getting there.
Yeah.
If any of my fans are watching that, they're going to be like, you've been there forever.
Is that when you get the gold play button, 100,000?
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah, gold's $1 million, dog. Okay. And then 10 million's diamond. I know, I'm whack, dude.
Damn.
I'm going to put
diamond. I never heard of that one.
Who needs
first, you're last.
He's going to be like this one day. Like JC, you're like, bitch, diamond.
It's a new world in tattooing. I don't care about a convention plaque. I want a fucking YouTube plaque.
Do they just send that to you, or do you have to like apply?
I have to pay for it.
You got to pay for it, dude.
Yeah,
bro. I thought it would just show up at your door one day.
I have to pay for it.
Congratulations.
You get an email saying, congratulations, you have the right to buy.
How much is it?
$100. I'm buying it, dude.
Yeah, for
200.
sure
I'd
buying
be
that
considering But yeah, I'm hanging that motherfucker in my office.
Does each one cost the same amount? Is the diamond one $100 also?
I think so. It's all just garbage with spray paint.
Diamond one.
I want it though.
Dude, as soon as you get one of those, please, in the next video, just show up with like a chain. It's like,
I'll do it.
100%. A diamond one?
But yeah, most YouTuber, like, you got to remember who you're making it for. And it's like not your friends, and they're not tattooers, and then tattooers don't consume it clearly, or else more of those YouTube consumable things would be watched by more people, and not, some people fake their numbers, and those numbers are like, come on. Yeah, bruh, get out of here with your faking your numbers. But yeah, there's not, if you're making tattooer podcasts only for tattooers and it gets 100,000 views, you're like, there's not 100,000 tattooers in America. So that doesn't make sense. But yeah, you got to make content for people. And that's who's going to gain the most from this.
For sure.
It's like bridging that gap of like, we know things, some more than others, and they want to know things, and we are not marketing things to them. We're marketing things to this other group of other tattooers. And it's like, well, then no one learned anything. So, and that's like, for us, we make content that is sometimes like in your face a little bit. It's like, but they watch it, you know, like, yeah, the tattooer down the street didn't watch it, but his clients did. You know, that's who I'm trying to affect. Like, I don't care about some tattooer or what they think about it.
Does your channel affect your actual tattoo clientele? Like in a way, in a positive way? Like, do you get people who are like, oh man, I saw your YouTube channel, I want to get tattooed by you now?
Yeah. You know, those tattooers who weren't making 30K months? Like, yeah, me, dude. Like, would never even in a million years be close to that. Right. And I'm still wouldn't today. But, you know, like, yeah, of course, I would have never been able to come to New York and book out. And I did 10, 11 tattoos this week. So in 3 days. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
they're
awesome,
all fans. Actually, one girl wasn't a fan of the YouTube channel. She didn't know it existed. And I was like, I almost cried,
like,
dude.
sick.
I
You're
was
like, oh, I'm so
my
flattered.
God. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, and then, yeah, everyone else was obviously a fan of the YouTube channel.
Cool.
They don't care about my fucking tattoos, dude. Come on. I mean, they're all right.
Dude, that the other day,
I want to get tattooed by a YouTube
collecting.
celebrity.
I did you saw remember the
100%.
snake I did on this dude the other day? It was like
Yeah.
So that dude, like halfway through, he's like, "Hey, dude, I didn't know you were an ink master. I just saw it on your page right now." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yes." I was like, "That's sick. It's kind of nice."
Yeah.
And somebody just like literally just, they found your work online. And they're like, "I really like this work." Well, I get it. They don't know anything else about you other than just that.
That's how real tattooers do it.
Back to the beginning. Back to
Lames,
the
dude.
essence. Dude.
Get on YouTube. Whack, dude. What, you do it the old fashioned way? Keep handing out fucking
Someone
business
left a
cards,
comment
bro.
before on one of our episodes saying, "It's like, why doesn't John talk about being on Best
On
Ink?"
Best Ink, right? And I responded to him actually, and I was like, "Well, one, it never really comes up, you know, mostly, and it was already like 12 or 13 years ago. Like, it only had 3 seasons, I think, overall the show. So a lot of people never even
I don't even know.
you never heard of it. Yeah, a lot of people never heard of it. So it's like
It was also on what network?
on Oxygen.
Oxygen.
That network does it still exist?
I don't know.
I know for a while it went from being like that kind of network that played like Best Ink and some reality shows to then being like the crime show, like a crime network where it was just like revengeful wives, you know, like lover squirrels.
The good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
The stuff that gets
saucy.
views.
It gets views. Shit, man. So if you're a tattooer, what advice that's going through the tatpocalypse that, you know, a lot of tattooers are kind of facing right now?
Listen to Nando. He's a very good.
I'll give you $30K a month, bro.
Dude, that's the thing, man. Like, I've been thinking about that. Like, because I kind of knew that this is more focused towards tattooers. And I've been thinking about that a lot. I have no clue. Like, I'm not I would just be struggling too. You know, I do, you know, like, I don't know.
We've been talking a little bit about people quitting tattoo. You were saying that a buddy of yours quit, right?
Everyone should quit.
Do we just let it?
More should.
I think
More should quit.
I think you're right.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
I think
I want,
you're right.
like, I want to push in part-time tattooers. Like, fuck it. What?
In the beginning, I was kind of upset about people just like calling it quits.
Yeah.
For something that, especially if they've been tattooing for many years, be like, that's it, I'm done and I'll never do it again. It did bother me a little bit. Like, how could you go from being in love with tattooing to now like almost disowning it?
Because it didn't love them back,
Right.
you know?
And they were hurt.
That hurts.
That hurts.
And it's just like, you know, hard out there for the average. I sit around and I'm in a very nice shop with very nice tattooers and you guys are very skilled. If you have 75% of the skill you do, it's a different story. It's a different story. So like I don't mean that to be like, oh, you guys are thinking differently, but you guys are thinking differently because you're extremely talented dudes. And I don't mean that. Trust me, I would not fucking say that if I didn't believe it. But like everyone else's perspective, you know, it's like, I get why someone who's been struggling for 10 years or just barely getting by would quit. And I was that guy.
The thing that was upsetting me about it was that it was the people who were really talented.
People who were talented, like
For
good
sure.
tattooers. you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
It's sad to see some people that are like good tattooers starting to feel just jaded because they feel like that the industry that they or the craft that they once loved has completely changed, right? And it's not the same thing that it was before. And now they're kind of
for sure. Well, I can speak to that on a couple different levels. One, when I was going through the moving to Mexico, I probably had never hated tattooing more in my fucking life. Like I was young when I got into the tattooing. I was 19 when I got into my first shop. I fell in love with tattooing hard, just like everyone else does. And it just wasn't working out the same way for me. And one of the things that I think about a lot is like how the industry was changing in ways that like I couldn't keep up with. And maybe I wasn't as talented as some of the people you're talking to, but like it was just changing in a way that I'm like, that is not me. That doesn't represent me. And it's kind of supposed to, right? Like we fund the industry, like the businesses, the shops, all these different places, we fund that stuff. We're the one paying the bills on that stuff. So if it's not like taking care of us, then there's a problem. And I think that there's just like big pushes and people need to like start taking more control of every aspect of tattooing, just so that that part of it is like less consuming to some talented tattooers.
Yeah.
But then also the talented tattooers, it's like, how do you become super talented in tattooing? Generally, you're super critical of yourself. Like you beat yourself down and you're like, that tattoo sucked, that tattoo sucked, that tattoo sucked. How do I get better? How do I get better? How do I get better? And that seems like it would make any tattooer resent this, you know? And especially, I've been in New York. Hell in New York, dude. I'm a New Yorker now. I see some of the most talented tattooers in the world. And I'm like, this would suck if I was in competition with the people down the street. Like, and that's how it is in tattooing a lot of times. And it's almost become like this art form that's become ultra competitive. And whether it is because of Ink Masters or these types of things, I don't necessarily think it is. I think we're just
I don't think so either.
We're just part of this world that is super competitive. But I get why super talented tattooers would be like, I'm done. Like, what's the point of this shit? You know?
Yeah.
To draw another dragon on an arm.
I'm not quitting, but I have recently come to the realization that tattooing sucks purely because of the attitudes of tattooers.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the comments that we get, I'm like, what? Where do you get like the balls to say some of the things that you're saying? Gabe added something about the noise effect that I was talking about.
Yeah, the noise effect. Yeah,
and
some people use that on their tats.
I knew that Gabe was like busting balls, but there are people who said similar things to what Gabe was saying about, oh, just draw on paper, you get the same effect. Like they were dead serious about it, and then they would continue saying, this is what's wrong with tattooing is because people draw on iPads. Like, why the fuck does that matter? If you're drawing, you're drawing.
It's because they're dumb.
Because
we're tattooers, dude. We don't think.
So limiting.
Like
so
what?
limiting.
We would.
Thoughts.
Of course, we're gonna say the dumbest shit is the problem, and it's like, why wouldn't we? Like, I mean, that type of. I grew up around old salty assholes. Like, I'd always be like, that is not the problem. You know, like there's a million different problems, and like a guy like that leaving a comment, and you're like, it's because he's retarded. You know, come on, like let's be real. He became a tattooer. It's not like the highest IQ job. We're artists.
I think that tattooers are just like too much about themselves, and they think that I've got the best job and I'm the best artist and everything that I do is great and everything that you do is not so great. And I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm better than you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, it's not that serious, man.
Yeah. None of it's that serious. Like, go fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, this is a goofball job for goofball people, and some people crush it.
Draw silly pictures on people. Like, it's not that serious.
Yeah. It almost makes me
Silly
emotional.
pictures.
Silly.
Well, yeah, of course. It almost makes me emotional sometimes thinking about like,
I'm a revolutionary.
You talk like somebody would do like turn a belly button to a monkey butt or something.
I'm pushing boundaries.
crushing it. But yeah, no, I just like, you watch content and, you know, like every tattooer is like, so absorbed with their own like perception of what's going on, including myself. Like I make a whole YouTube video about it. So like the irony is not lost on me, but you know, like we don't have a very good perspective of what's happening outside of our view of tattooing, you know? Yeah. And so a lot of times they blame a fucking nothing, an iPad. Like that drives me crazy. Like you think an iPad's the problem in tattooing? You think a dildo pen's the problem in tattooing? Like really? That's the problem in tattooing? That of all things? But you don't draw on, like, come on. That's not the problem. The problem is all the fucking douchery that happens within it.
Yeah.
And I love that douchery. That's like my space. I feel comfortable there. Let's talk some shit. I don't want it to make sense, but whatever. But yeah, like, you know, it's not an iPad.
Something leaking again?
No, somebody's washing their hands.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I got nervous.
It's like somebody's washing their hands back there.
What are they doing, dude? Washing their hands at the tattoo shop. What the hell?
Whoever's washing their hands, reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself.
Matt Buckaroo.
There it is, Mac Buck right here, guys.
Welcome. Hey.
Did you do that walk-in?
No.
The 555?
Still working on that cover up. Last man.
Oh, angel numbers.
Dude, I got my machine. I'll fucking bust out a 555, dude. Easy money.
Yeah, Vega needs to get that money. Needs to work.
Yeah.
You're gonna bust out your machine and help me.
Dude, I got you, bro. Let's tag team this one, dude. I'm in.
You could bust out your dildo rotary.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Lame ass things, dude.
Don't say bust and dildo in the same sentence.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
You run coils? Do you run coils?
I
bro?
run coils,
I love it.
but I run everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. No, I switched to dildos
Yeah.
when I moved to Mexico because our
Okay,
walls
dude.
like don't work. You know, like the electricity is not good,
Yeah.
and we lose power like twice a day. So.
Yeah, so you get consistent power with the battery pack. So
Well, yeah, I could run it when the power's off.
Yeah.
You know, I could just put a
Charge up
light
your
on
batteries and you're like good to go.
100%.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Yeah. No. And now I never use anything else. But
yeah, that's cool.
Which machines are you using?
the cheapest one they got, dude. Mast.
Ambition?
Mast. It's on Amazon for $215. So
Mast.
use my link in the description below.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done this
gotcha.
before.
I think I've done this.
I did one ad one time. I've never asked my viewers for any money or anything like that.
Just use coupon code SAVE Kirk.
Oh my god. I did one ad for I literally don't know if I could say it. But it was like a VPN and they got 0 clicks, 0 time. Like no one. I'm like, dude, who cares? Why are you paying me?
It's a VPN, dude.
Yeah. It's a VPN, dude. It was crazy. I was like, nah, dude. I did it. I got the money for it.
You're like, boom.
Yeah, sign me up, dude. But
Yeah, I've always wondered about like certain sponsorships that I see on some of my favorite YouTube. I'm like, how did they get this? Sometimes it's like a random thing that has nothing to do with the channel.
Yeah, you mean-
like,
yeah.
how did that go down,
I
dude?
was gonna say the name. I keep wanting to say the name because. But yeah, no. They emailed me. They're like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I said, "Yes." Can I do it every day for the rest of my life?
You're like, yes.
Yeah, and they paid pretty good.
That's what's
not
up.
crazy. Like it was less than 1,000. So, and we had less than 20,000 subscribers back then. So it was cool.
That's sweet.
I was in free money. I had to do a script. I was all like nervous and awkward. It was rough.
Nice.
rough.
How long was it?
30 seconds, and it had to happen before the 5-minute mark. So yeah, I got $500. I'll tell you guys. $500.
500. No.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
For 30 seconds worth of work, I don't.
Hell
Yeah, dude.
$500.
I would want to do that every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
This video is sponsored by Factor Meals.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't be able to get through any stream without a good.
Dude, that is probably what that dude Michael Buffer feels like every time he says ready to rumble. He's like, yes.
Oh, dude,
This is the best job ever.
himself from
You got his name on rap, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy. I would have
Yeah.
never. If you wouldn't have said "ready to rumble," I would have been like, "Yeah."
I know, Michael Buffer.
Yeah.
This is Michael Buffer announcing.
Yeah.
What was it like being on Ink Master?
It was cool. It's always, it's stressful. I think being away from family and friends, kind of being disconnected.
Yeah.
can help you if you choose, because now you're in an environment you can focus, right? Yeah. But if you're somebody who's constantly looking outside and you can't just realize like be focused here, then you're gonna struggle. Yeah. So like some people can do really well because they're like, I'm here and this is what I'm doing, and take it like tattoo camp. And some people are kind of struggling because they're still talking to their like, you know, significant other back home or everything, and then they just can't stay focused. And then it's always hard just getting your tattoos critiqued, you know, for hours on end and ripping it apart.
But you rip your tattoos hard.
Yeah, but one thing is having other people do it. Yeah.
I had a video come out that was like just talking about how bad of a tattooer I was. And it was great, dude. It was like me and my girlfriend sat and watched.
You got roasted?
Oh, yeah. It was good. It got like, I don't know, 20, 30,000 views. I liked it.
Okay.
No, it was fun. I mean, like me and my girlfriend, there's like a moment when you see that critique and you're like, that's painful. And then you like 2 minutes later, you're like, this is the internet. Sign me up. Like, this is the fun stuff. This is what I wanted all of this for. But yeah, Ink Master, dude, when I saw Dave Cruzman one, I was like, I got this, dude. I know Dave, so he's going to be upset about that. Yeah.
It's cool, dude.
Yeah. Fuck Dave Cruzman. I love that guy.
Man.
Fucking weirdo.
Good work. Got work.
Ink Master is something that like, if you're a tattooer that's willing to like put yourself out there, fucking do it if you get the opportunity to do it. Yeah. But I definitely wouldn't say it's for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone.
Yeah. I've been hit up several times.
Have you thought about it?
No, I'm just kidding. Not hitting me. They're like, that's a stupid looking road, dude. You're not qualified, bro. No, I would never.
Half of it is really just your personality. Yeah. And you have a fucking banging personality.
Yeah. It comes out.
Yeah.
It's surprising. And you shake my hand, you're like, this guy's fucking stale.
And you're willing to say what's on your mind without having to think about it twice. It's crazy. They love that.
Like we're on the Honest podcast.
They love that.
Oh, come
they
on.
know they know that they're gonna show you tattoos and that you're immediately gonna say what's on your mind.
Yeah,
so they're like, yeah.
I wouldn't do well. I'd crumble. Like it's all a sham, dude. I'm not like confident at all. I break. I'm like, oh, I get scared.
I'd feel the same way.
Yeah.
I don't think I do well either.
No, I was shaking when I was sitting up there eating a Jolly Rancher. I was like, I hate
the waiting game.
No, well, yeah. As soon as I get into it, I'm like, okay, we can talk some shit, but I need to like warm up, dude.
Oh, dude, trust me. They know that people need to warm up. They'll like start with like easy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just easy, get you talking.
Let's talk about YouTube. That's the problem too. Your intros, got to get rid of them, dude. Who cares who I am? If I'm on your podcast, the viewer thinks that they're worth listening to. Yeah. You do not need even the shortest fucking intro. I do not need to know about your apprenticeship. I don't need to know nothing. Mm-hmm. Just tell sorry, I know no,
it's good.
I'm like thinking about that. I was like, your guys' intros where like you guys ask the people. I'm like, dude, the viewer at home knows that if you guys brought them on, they're worth talking to.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
That's good to know.
And you know what's so funny is as you're saying that, the podcast that I always talk about is the social media marketing podcast.
Yeah.
Every week they have a new guest, and every week the guy goes, tell me about your story and why you're where you're at. And the first, I shit you not, 10 minutes.
You skip over them.
I skip over.
Yeah.
It's because it's just this person, guy or girl, just rambling about their life. Like, I don't care about that.
Why would you?
Tell me how to get better on social media. That's why I'm listening.
Yeah. Think about Joe Rogan. He's thinking about it right now. Think about Joe Rogan.
It starts halfway through the conversation. It looks like they've already been talking for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. True. And it's just like after they already warmed up. You know?
Yeah. Like, why are you don't need to know who I am.
All right. So starting now, that's what we're going to be doing.
We're just going to go straight into it.
Rolling right into it.
I guarantee if you changed your thumbnails and you changed the way that you guys talk about like the first way more views, especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to guess that your YouTube highlights, you're not getting more on Spotify, right? More listens to on Spotify than you are on YouTube, right? YouTube is probably right in the range.
Believe it or not, it's probably pretty similar.
Yeah. But it's not like crazy out of proportion. No. It's not like there's 100,000 on Spotify. And if you change your YouTube, you'll change your Spotify and it'll all be different. You know?
I don't know if you know anything about this, but, and I don't think anybody really cares, but we're going to talk about it anyway, is trying to get like numbers on Spotify and Apple Podcasts any different in marketing than YouTube or like any kind of video? So from my understanding, I just assume that the only people who are listening to the podcast on the audio versions of it just already know about it, and they're going
from your guys'
there's no way to actually like come across it and discover it somehow, right?
No one's finding anything from Spotify.
Right.
The only place they're finding this podcast would be from your guys' Instagrams, right? Like you guys post it occasionally, you post clips, and then you post the Instagram, which is just like not the greatest way of finding people in general. Like when was you guys can think of like, when was the last time you went to Instagram and thought, I need to find a tattoo podcast? And you went, tattoo podcast, right? Like that doesn't happen. So it's not discoverable on Instagram, right? But you would go to YouTube and be like, tattoo podcast, let's see what fucking pops up. Like something's going to pop up. At least most of the younger viewers who are watching podcasts. So you could use that to, use YouTube, and then the clips, which is really discoverable on Instagram, you could go use those, and you just need to make sure that the tattooers are like saying something worth saying. Like that's the problem too, is like growing anything on any of these platforms. It's like none of these tattooers have ever talked on camera before.
A lot of them haven't.
Yeah. And if they're half as nervous as I am and I speak on camera, like for now a living, like, no, dude, it's not going to work. So you got to like kind of warm them up. You got to bait them in. Tell them to say something gnarly. Tell them to say the gnarliest thing they can. Don't put it on camera, and then like warm them up to it, because that's the problem. Like they're all fucking tight assholes, dude. Yeah. They're all nervous.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I think it helps that since it's like, it's a group of us kind of just chilling and talking. I feel like sometimes that gets them a little bit more comfortable than if it was just like a one-on-one, like,
this guy's crazy, dude. It's more nerve-wracking.
You're like, it's more nerve-wracking.
There's him. I'm like, and in my head, because I'm familiar with these platforms, I'm like, where's the dig gonna come from? Like, I don't know, you guys, like, I'm sure you guys know most people who hop in on this. I'm like, where's a dig? Who's gonna fucking
actually know?
Believe it or not, we don't.
We don't.
I know now.
No, like we don't know the people coming on.
We normally don't.
So perfect. Where's the dig coming from? Like, who's gonna say the one thing that I'm gonna have to like rethink? And especially me, because it's kind of more familiar with my platform talking shit. So I'm like, who's gonna
throw a curveball at me?
Who's gonna get it, dude? No.
I would say probably more than half of the people that we have on the podcast, we're meeting for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it's even more scary because it's like me against three.
But I don't know. I want to agree with John that if I were in a situation where I was sitting in your shoes right now, coming onto a podcast, I would be more relieved there being more people here, because then it's less that I have to talk.
Yeah. But you're not in the hot seat, dude. I'm in the hot seat, dude.
And a lot of
you're
times,
doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great. And a lot of times, like, believe it or not, like a lot of times the conversation, because right now we're even, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, me and Matt will be on something, and then Gabe and the guest will be like, yeah. And we'll be like, no.
Yeah.
And then,
For sure. That is like a nice element too, like where it adds. But
we just had to let go out. Hold on.
You can keep on.
Aziz, light. There it is.
I told Gabe today that we have to plug that in, and both of us forgot to do it.
Okay. No, but back to the three people. I think there's a nice element. I like it now. Oh, sorry, he doesn't have his headphones. Come on.
I can hear you.
Come on.
Now we're back.
Yeah, we're back. He's in.
It does add a nice element halfway through where I'm like, oh yeah, it is cool. Like I could just like.
It bounces. The conversation bounces.
Totally. But off the moment, which is like when you need it to not, I was like, oh, I got this. Yeah. But it's a stressful thing to do for any tattooer. So I totally understand why they would be stressed.
And then this is another thing, which I think this is part of the letting people tell their story or talk about themselves.
Yeah.
That little bit gets them comfortable.
Yeah. It's so boring. Just cut it.
I know we might have to cut it, but I feel like it is something that when people start, just talking about what they know the most, which is their own story about themselves, how then that gets them to a level of like, okay, I feel a little bit more chill, a little more relaxed.
But Gabe, how would you feel about that?
So at that point,
How would you feel about saying it for the first time in front of 3 people, your life story? Because he's biased. He's been on camera before.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to like say it.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, well, that's pretty fucking boring.
Or it's just like hard. Like, oh, my mom hit me with a sandal one time. Like,
if it I feel like if it's not entertaining enough, in my view, it wouldn't be me worth, trying to expose it or just be like,
it's painful, like having to be like, oh, hey, tell me life story.
But you know what though? Then I start thinking, then what the hell's the point of having different individuals on and speaking on different opinions, if not trying to get to know the person that we're interviewing? You know what I mean? Like at that point, it's just creating content to be consumed by what are the viewers / consumers. Yeah. Just trying to get like the hot shit now.
For sure. But you need to get the hot shit in to get the interesting stuff out. Like you need to hit them. Sure. Like my last thumbnail is probably something along the lines of, what would it be? Gen Z tattooers are pieces of shit.
Yo, I'm clicking.
He's like, yo, I'm totally clicking this right now.
Like,
right?
What?
And so like, then you go to, oh, hey, this person, like, he's in the door, right?
Yeah.
And then they get to learn something. And like, I guarantee, dude, I tattooed 10, 11 people who watch my shit religiously this week. Every single one of them was like, I learned so much about tattooing. And most of them are like, I love traditional tattooing now. And like, you're covered in sick traditional stuff.
Sick.
And it's like,
cool.
Yeah, that fucking thumbnail that says some crazy shit. That's
it
why
reeled them in and got their attention.
That's why we're doing it for. It's not like, like you asked why we're doing it. And it's like to get them somewhere.
Yeah.
And we have to get them there to get them further.
Yeah.
But,
all right, John's got homework. You got to workshop our intro.
Oh yeah. Big facts. Damn, dude. Well, thank you so much for sharing fucking knowledge today.
Yeah.
Because hell yeah, dude.
It's fun talking shit.
And you're hilarious.
I try.
That's why we like your content.
Yeah.
It's fucking, I think all content, whether you're making content for your Instagram, for YouTube, just one thing that I've gotten from you today is, be honest, like be genuine. Just, don't try to portray too much onto how people are going to receive the content. More of just like say it with honesty and from the heart. And I think like people read it better.
It's not your responsibility to like just put it out there, and however they react to it is how they react to it.
Yeah.
That's your job, is to put it out, not to worry about the other stuff.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Sick.
Man.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool, guys.
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Dude. Thanks for coming through. And for people to watch your content, where do they check it out?
You could find it.
You can dig for it.
I'm not outro on this.
You're like, I'm not doing it. It'll be the link in the bio. That's what you got to say. Well, Kirk, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Guys, it was fun.
And guys, thanks so much for watching the podcast. We should probably do just a couple of minutes of an after show at least after this.
I think, you guys deserve that.
And and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, bye.
Take it easy.